Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. Ryan Wilson here from Predator Inc. We are jumping into DDE's truck. I've got Jared here with his amazing beard. Thing is pretty impressive, and we are going to be knocking out a ton of work on his truck today. Apologize for the delay. I think it was like a month and a half or so since we've probably last seen it on one of the vlogs. We got the truck back from paint, started assembling everything, putting it all together, did a full breakdown inspection of everything that needed to be replaced, got it all ordered up, and unfortunately sometimes there's delays in parts getting them in. As you know, the H1 Hummer's been out of production for quite a few years, so sometimes there's delays in getting parts here and there. But we got everything in now. We're ready to get this thing wrapped up for them and get it back up to Canada. However, there are a lot of problems. A while back, Damon launched this thing like 6-7 feet in the air, slammed it to the ground, literally took the radiator and the engine and tried to mesh them together somehow, and that didn't go so well. So Jared, why don't you break down all the parts that we've found so far with this truck?
So it's going to need new coils, springs, tie rods.
Aren't coils and springs the same thing?
Yes. Anyways, it needs all that, you know, coil, shock springs, ball joints, tie rods, radius rods, pitman arm, idler arm,
Center link,
radiator, shroud, fan. Hopefully the radiator's okay.
Probably a fan clutch too.
Maybe a fan clutch.
Probably the cooling line that goes underneath the radiator.
Right.
CTIS system is
CTIS
shot.
doesn't work.
It was holding air about, 6 months ago or so.
Right.
Not holding air now. Oh, it sounds like a disaster. We'll fire this thing up and turn the wheel a little bit and let you guys listen to how bad this thing sounds. But we're gonna jump into this thing and start ripping it apart and put it back together and get it up to their upholstery shop and then back up to Canada so you can see it on their vlog here shortly. All right guys, so we're gonna go ahead and fire this thing up so you can hear how bad the steering components sound. Now this isn't the tires squeaking on the ground. This is literally like the steering suspension or steering components moving back and forth, making this god-awful sound. I don't even know what it is. Something's dying underneath there, so
squeaky.
Fire it up. Fire up old squeaky. Hey, come here and film this. Hey, go the other way. It's actually hitting the sway bar back there. That's not supposed to happen. Outer tie rod is touching the sway bar. It's coming around and going.
Wow.
Yeah, that's that thumping, cracking sound.
I heard that from inside. I'm on the phone. I'm like, what is that?
What is that?
Noise. And it's BD.
It's Damon. Good job, Damon. This is probably one of the worst trucks that we've seen as far as steering components being shot. Normally you have a little bit of wear and tear, but I think launching this thing, getting it as airborne as it was, really just wreaked havoc on all the steering components. Now, the good thing is it's still bolted together kind of, but we're gonna show you what we're talking about here. Jared's gonna actually move this tire back and forth, and it shouldn't have much play at all. So go ahead and move this tire back and forth. And then why don't you come underneath here and we'll take a look at what's happening here. You can see that tire is moving back and forth, but the other tire is barely moving. So that's all the play just on one side with one of the tires locked down, the other tire locked down.
You can get a shot at the bottom of the fan shroud.
What we have here is, you can see the fan right here. You're not supposed to be touching the fan from underneath the truck. You're not supposed to see it at all. There's supposed to be a fan shroud here. Took out some of the fan blades, tore that up, as well as it looks like the fan shroud and the cooling stack ran into the power steering pump. That thing's leaking like a sieve. I mean, there's oil everywhere down here. We've got oil leak over here. It's literally like running down the tire. Not even a drip. It's just running. This thing's bad, dude. I don't envy whoever has to fix it.
So right here in front of you, we've got DDE, or one of DDE's geared hub assemblies. So this one in particular, we noticed that it was leaking out of the geared hub output seal, which is the seal right here that the spindle comes out of. And upon pulling the cover on the back here, which is this guy sitting in the vise, I noticed that there was a water incursion and the seal had been compromised. So at that point, I decided to pull the whole thing apart and give it a good inspection since there was water in there. And the reason that this is such a good idea is you can see here that these are healthy bearings. There's no corrosion or anything like that on them. And then this is off of a truck that I did recently, and you can see some deep pitting in the roller bearings here, and this is what happens when you let moisture sit in there like that. This can definitely do a number and turn into something very expensive, whereas a little bit of preventative maintenance would have caught that right away. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this hub back together here and get everything torqued down and sealed up, and then we're gonna throw it back on the truck.
What are you doing?
Fingering the truck. Or I'm tightening the bolt. I was fingering the truck. That's Ben making noise.
So where are we at with this thing now?
We are putting the control arms back on. That's what I'm tightening. The bucket for it. We replaced the control arm bushings. It's getting new coils right there. Getting some shit done today.
All right, what do you got, Jared?
So we got the stack pulled out, all the lines disconnected, and we found their fan went into their radiator. And it's leaking now, so radiator's got to be replaced.
Wow, look at that. That's nuts.
Along with the fan shroud, here's the shroud. It's kind of broken.
Yeah, a little bit, huh? Wow, look at that thing. So they literally shoved the whole cooling stack that was there into the fan right there. All right, guys, so we are on to day 3 of repairs on the DDE truck, thanks to Damon. I thought that Dave was the immature one, the immature driver out of the two of them. He's not, it's Damon. Like launching this thing in the air just freaking trashed it. Everything has been like damaged in the front end, from springs being collapsed, all the ball joints, tie rod ends, all the steering components are shot. Steering gearbox has a leak. Power steering pump is shot. The fan was shoved into the radiator. The radiator shroud was demolished over here. The hood support in the center is completely loose. What else? I know there's a lot more. Oh, the bushings are shot on all the control arms. That's why I was making that screeching sound. So yeah, he did a friggin' amazing job that I only thought Dave was capable of, but he definitely won up Dave for sure. So from here on out, dude, no warranty work, no repairs unless Dave's driving. So I don't know, let's keep going. What do we have, like another day or two on this thing?
Probably 2 days.
All right.
Once it's all back together.
Well, let's get the cooling stack in and try to get this thing wrapped up.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no air conditioning either. Air conditioning was gone. CTIS leak. Did we fix that one?
Yeah, we had to put a new line in.
Oh.
From the T.
From the T. The T line.
The T underneath the front cross member.
Gotcha. All right, so yeah, there's obviously like, that's probably just scratching the tip here. There's probably a lot more going on that's bad.
Got the radiator in here. We're checking for clearances, make sure that the fan don't hit anything anymore. Since that one little jump there. Yeah, this thing was pretty bad. What was it? The bushings, the upper control arm bushings were all messed up. Springs, like Ryan said before, springs were all compressed or smashed. There's a lot of things that was going on after that. The little incident, the little stunt that they pulled. But it's all good. Keep on trashing it. We'll keep on fixing it. You know, he is a man that signs those little fancy things called paychecks.
Who's that?
Ryan Wilson. So I can't bash on him.
Where'd he go?
Well, yeah, you know, he had important stuff to do, you know. Go run errands with the children or something like that. This boy's lost. So there it is. Got the engine transmission cooler, AC condenser installed. Pretty much we're just gonna wrap this up, get it on the road, and put some miles on her. Till next time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the little bell, the little charm,
Notification.
Subscription.
Subscription. OnlyFans.
This is almost as bad when I was going to Catholic school. I can't remember.
Oh my God.
Our Father, and I'll see you guys later.